Now, listen, you guys, what is this that I'm hearing in the streets that Chunli allegedly now has a stepsister, and that stepsister allegedly is not so easy on the eyes? I was just like, what's happening in female rap right now? Now, we're also going to be talking about this entire situation with the men from Fraudulent Nation being accused of blacklisting Nicki Minaj and telling his artists not to work with her, and Victoria Monet is out there getting a divorce. Carisha is out channeling Jetavia, and we're also going to be talking about the Billboard albums as well as Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. Trina was spotted out with her husband, and of course, people had a couple of things to say about that. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Agali, okay? Allegedly, this is the stepsister to Chunli, or I don't know, the Temu version of Chunli. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. People are calling that a lot of names, okay? So yeah, the Transformer decided to step out in a Chunli slash Red Ruby inspired outfit, and a lot of people are confused. I mean, is this not the same girl who came online and was mocking Nicki Minaj for dressing up as Chunli, calling her Street Fighter, blah blah blah, only for you a decade later to come out channeling Chunli as well? Like, I was just looking at that and I'm like, what am I seeing right now? What is this? It's not enough that you decided to cop her face. Like, you went to the doctor and copped an entire face that belongs to somebody else. Now you want the chopsticks too. Like, what else are you going to get? What else are you going to want from this person? Like, the eyes are not enough. The eyes that you went and copied are not enough. The face is not enough. You need the chopsticks too? Come on, man. But anyway, you guys, so the Transformer stepped out with chopsticks in the head. And I mean, you could tell by her energy, even when she was getting interviewed by that man, you could tell that this is all being done for attention. Now, I do know that she was invited to some party, which was Chinese themed and things like that. Now, I'm not disputing the fact that, well, she could have dressed as a Chinese person or like as inspired by the Chinese culture, but the specific things that she decided to wear, I looked at that and I'm like, ain't no way this girl knows what exactly she's doing. And I see right through it. And I see that this is desperation to try and get herself into the Nicki Minaj algorithm, because right now, Nicki is done fighting with that girl. Nicki is done shading that girl. Nicki is out there focusing on bigger things that she needs to worry about than just the porn, okay? Like she said in the past, these girls are not even her real ops. So she has realized that Nicki Minaj has moved on from the petty stuff from Bongo to hair. She has realized that Nicki Minaj is now focusing on their bosses, their masters. That's who Nicki Minaj is now beefing with, not them. And I guess that makes her feel left out in the conversation. And to me, this looked like an attempt to say, oh, look at me. I'm still trying to beef with Nicki Minaj. I hope she responds to me. I hope you remember I exist, because in no way, man. Even if a designer had sent you that, if you really did not want to be in this woman's algorithm, if you did not want any mess, you could have chosen at least a different color, a different hairstyle. It had to be that. That's embarrassing, you guys, honestly. And the fact that she was out there playing a Drake song, people are also suggesting that she must have gotten that Drake feature. And in that case, I'm just like, oh my God, it's pathetic, man. Like, so she cannot have a career without, feeling for a beef with Nicki Minaj. Like, oh my, like her playing the Drake video in that, video of his wearing that. I'm just like, this is so desperate. This is so shameful. This is so, oh my God. I can't believe what I'm saying. And if Drake really did give her that collaboration, I'm just like, listen, Judas Degrassi could not even, chart with lottery ticket. They could not even get on the Billboard Hot 100. So, and that's the only song that did not make it to the chart. So at this point, Drake is also trying to salvage his own career from the brutality that he was subjected to by Kendrick Lamar. So at this point, I don't know if it's a smart thing for him to be out here giving the Transformer a feature. I mean, everybody's going to see him for truly who he is. And for somebody who's fighting for his own career, I don't think that's a smart move at all. But then it's Judas Degrassi secretly. Obviously, he is in competition with Nicki Minaj, so I don't expect less from him. And I kind of suspected it when the Transformer went on that entire rant saying that, oh my God, Joe Biden, you're jealous of Drake, this and that. I was like, oh my God, the amount of time that she is mentioning Drake, yeah, I kind of got suspicious then. And so now here playing that song, I was like, oh, okay, let's see. Let's see after that, what other gimmick are you going to come up with? Ever song with Lil Wayne? Like, what other gimmick are you going to come up with? Because clearly at this point, she's doing any and everything to stay attached to Nicki Minaj. She knows that if she drops a song with Drake, more than the song, people would discuss about the betrayal of Drake to Nicki Minaj. And she knows that. And Drake knows that. And Kendrick, can you come for round two for Judas Degrassi? Because I think he's not busy. I think it doesn't have anything to do with his time. Please come back with round two. So let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. I also saw something about her signing to Rock Nation. Now that's not a thing that's ever going to happen, in my own opinion. That would never happen. She's still signed to Atlantic, and I mean, if she is rejected by Atlantic, I don't see Rock Nation having the space to take yet another artist aside Bongo 2, because at this point right now, if we're gonna be honest, Bongo 2 is in a way better position than Bongo 1. So I don't see why Rock Nation would want to take somebody who clearly is not even doing better than their current artist. So I don't think that whole entire signing to Rock Nation thing is a true thing. I don't think so. Okay, I mean, I don't believe that. But anyway, the next thing that we are going to talk about, still talking about Fraudulent Nation, there is a rumor that is circulating that this man is going even way beyond not paying Nicki Minaj for Tidal, but he's telling people that Nicki Minaj is difficult to work with and things like that. And shout out to Miranda, because she's the one who brought this to my attention. And yeah, let's talk about that. So first of all, do I think that this man would actually do that, go out of his way to tell people to not work with Nicki Minaj, especially his artists, the likes of Rihanna and his wife, of course, Beyonce? I don't think that is far-fetched. I think that, of course, it does play a part when it comes to the decision making on who Rihanna is going to work with and who Rihanna is not going to work with. So I mean, it's obvious, you guys, like, come on, this is business. Of course, Nicki does not see eye to eye with Jay-Z. Rihanna is still, under Rock Nation. So technically, in as much as Rihanna is as rich as she is, this man is still her boss when it comes to music, musical relations and things like that. So I could see him doing that. I don't think that it's abnormal for him to do that. Okay, because clearly he's out to get Nicki Minaj. So obviously he's gonna try and do everything in his power to stop Nicki Minaj. I don't think that it's unheard of. Like, obviously he's not messing with her, so obviously he's going to influence the likes of Rihanna and Beyonce. Now, do I think that outside of that, Rihanna would have wanted to work with Nicki Minaj? Absolutely, I think so. But do I think that it's within her power? I don't think so. And do I think that Rihanna not working with Nicki Minaj is going to affect Nicki Minaj's career? Absolutely not. I mean, we all have been wanting a Rihanna and Nicki Minaj collaboration, but it's not like if they don't work together, that's going to be the end of Nicki Minaj's career. I don't think so. There are a lot of pop girlies out there who still want to work with Nicki Minaj. There are a lot of successful artists that are not tied to Fraudulent Nation that would still be willing to work with Nicki Minaj. The pop girlies, the Sabrinas, there's a lot of them that would still want to work with Nicki Minaj, because at the beginning, if you look at it, Nicki really did well working with the pop girlies, the likes of Ariana, the Kettys, those are her people that she was working with when she blew up. So the whole Fraudulent Nation thing, not wanting their artists to work with Nicki Minaj, that's not a thing that will affect her to begin with, because when she was out there, she wasn't begging for Fraudulent Nation collaborations. If anything, they were hunting for a Nicki Minaj feature, in my own opinion. I mean, however, I would like to address the phrase difficult to work with. That is such a trigger word for many black women. For me, me, I don't like it when people say that, oh, this person is so difficult to work with, because majority of the times it's actually the men that say that word, that, oh, she's difficult to work with. And then they choose to pass it around to gullible females that will also think that, oh, indeed, this person is difficult to work with. But those gullible females do not understand that these men are just intimidated by an outspoken woman. Like, an outspoken black woman is always labeled difficult to work with. And I don't like that. Like, it's the oldest trick in the book when you want to gaslight a woman of color. Like, just saying, oh, she's difficult. Oh, she's that. She's difficult because she's speaking about you owing her money. She's difficult because she's not going to keep quiet with, like, around injustice. She's difficult because she's calling out the double standards. She's difficult because she does not want to give you 90% of her pie. That's what they call difficult. And obviously the pick-me's will run around with that to say that, oh my God, she's so difficult, we will not work with her. And meanwhile, they're just being used. So it's like women have to work hard to not be called difficult to work with. And even if sometimes it takes compromising their own principles and beliefs. Like, I've seen women who do that. Even in workplaces, you would be surprised. You would really be surprised. And a boss will be like, oh, wow, I don't like this girl because she's difficult to work with. Meanwhile, you just don't want to flirt with them. And then obviously in comes the pick-me's that are like, oh my God, smiling in the face of disrespect. And those ones will be the ones that are not difficult to work with. So I don't like the word difficult to work with, because if but I want to tell you something. I think if you're in a setting and people are saying that you're difficult to work with, you now need to start applauding yourself, because it means that you mean business. Because I promise you, if you ask these men, like, what Nicki Minaj has done for her to earn that title, it will be nothing other than her standing up for herself. So yeah, let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, it seems like Carisha has decided to go blonde, and she has also decided to have bleached eyebrows, and people are reacting to that look, with some people feeling like, well, that look is not flattering on her, and some people saying that, well, there must have been somebody who lied to her and say that, oh, you can rock anything. You know how sometimes your friends do when you pull up with an unusual outfit, and they're like, oh my God, you can rock anything, you can pull off anything. And my sister often does that to me, and I look at her like, bye, okay? Stop lying to me. This is outrageous. So people feel like this is what's happening with Carisha. So I will insert a little picture of that look. Now, some people feel like she might be biting into Jatavia's aesthetic. And honestly speaking, looking at this, I do see why people might feel like she is being inspired by Jatavia, because this look looks like something that Jatavia would wear, if we're going to be honest, from the hair to the bleached eyebrows to the denim outfit. It really looks like, everything put together, it does look like something JT would wear. But at this point, I guess she's just doing anything, to deflect people from the issue at hand, which is the fact that she might have been aware, in my own opinion, of the happenings at the Diddlers. I mean, she's the same girl who said that, well, to another girl, if I wanted you to eat, my hoo-ha, I would have you on your knees. This is what this girl says. And some of you want to come in the comment section to say, what is Carisha done? She doesn't know. Oh my God, stop hating. And I'm like, no, she tweeted it herself. It's up there on Twitter. If you think I'm lying, it's still up. She said that. And now with everything that's coming out, you can't be lying to me saying that, oh my God, she didn't know anything. Go by. Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about Billboard. Oh, there's a list that I saw of female rap albums, and guess who was at the top? Yeah, you guessed right. None other than Nicki Minaj. I mean, she did say it herself that hers is the top spot, okay? So it is actually being reported that, well, the biggest first week sales for the last female rap albums released in the last year, we have number one, Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 sitting at 228 thousand, and we also have Doja Cat sitting at number 2, 72,000. We have Bongo 2 sitting at number 3 with 64,000. Cousins Lord's Everything sitting at 33,000, and Lottery Ticket Sugar Honey Iced Tea 29,000. Allow me to pause at Lottery Tickets numbers 29, like 29,000 units, you guys. And this is the girl who was out there saying that she's flourishing and Nicki Minaj is a competition. Like, who's out there guessing these women are? Just like, no, some people are not going to make it to heaven for lying to these women. Okay? Look at Doja. Doja is at 72. None of these girls could even do half of what Nicki Minaj did. And Bongo 264,000. And this is who Rock Nation thinks is going to replace Nicki Minaj. Oh my God. And then Paprika Spice with 28, Miss Red with 28, JT with 26, Flo Millie. I see now why people call it Flop Millie. 16,000 with all that mouth. Oh my God. We need help. Like, we need an intervention when it comes to these female rappers. Somebody needs to give them a reality check, because what is this? If I ever hear any of them mentioning Nicki Minaj again or thinking that Nicki is their competition, I am coming to check you, Benz, okay? No, I'm just joking, you guys. But yeah, it's absurd when you look at the gap between what Nicki Minaj has done and all these galleys. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, Trina. Trina was out there having a good time with her husband, and people are making several different comments about that. Now, I did see one wild comment with someone saying, "Oh well, Trina grew up to be the cougar that we thought she was going to be, because, well, I guess of the age difference between herself and her husband." And I'm just like, it's Trina, you guys. It's Trina. So I guess the man is just happy to be there, and they seem to be happy, and I think that's all that matters, eh? But let me know in the comment section what you think about Trina and her husband. Speaking about husbands and husbanding, Victoria Monet, yes, Bongo 2's twin sister, allegedly has filed for divorce, and now she wrote an entire statement about that. Do you guys want me to read that? I don't think that I should read that, but well, in summary, she said that, well, he and her husband have decided to call it quits, and they are saying that there was no malice, there was no cheatation, there was, nothing negative of that sort, no drama, no toxic behavior, no infidelity, and that it's all roses basically in their divorce. This is, at least what she's letting us know. I hope a couple of days later, when they start fighting for assets or anything like that, I hope we will not hear a change of story on this, okay? And now, I saw some of you wilding in the comment sections. Now, you know who you are. Tavanga's mom, I saw you saying that, oh my God, she's been messing with Kelani and Bongo too. You guys, where are you getting this information? I laughed so hard. I was like, oh my goodness, these guys are so messy. But yeah, let me know what you think about Bongo 2's twin sister going through this divorce. Now, speaking about divorces and all things, marriages that are done, Jeannie Mai and Jeezy, it seems like they are still going at it. Jeezy's out there calling bluff, calling Jeannie Mai all sorts of things, and allegedly he said that, well, Jeannie's behavior is actually reckless, misleading, and it's criminal. And this is all because Jeannie Mai is asking for things that Jeezy is not willing to let go. So it seems like the divorce is going really messy. Now, I did not see this coming, if you ask me. They seemed to be Bonnie and Clyde, all in love. I mean, they were riding bikes together. I've never seen a couple that rides together and then divorces afterwards. Have you guys ever seen that? The moment you are on a bike with somebody else, on a motorbike with somebody else, I feel like you're not meant to divorce. In my own opinion, I'm sure Jeannie did not see the dark meat disappointing her like this. I'm sure she didn't realize that. I mean, she said she wanted dark meat on the side, and she decided to domesticate dark meat, as she said, which is absurd. But I guess people were right when they called it out to say that this was never going to go anywhere. The union, I mean, you could tell with the way that sometimes Jeannie would speak about Jeezy. Like, I think she was excited for a while with the idea of being with the man. And then later on, she realized that, oh my God, it's not so flamboyant after all. So yeah, that's what's up. That being said, you guys, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Please smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what is happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. And until my next one, see you.